So today we're going to be making falafel with tzatziki sauce. This is one of my favorite lunchtime recipes, a Mediterranean dish. And we're going to make it with 1 can of drained organic chickpeas. And to that we're going to add a tablespoon of cumin. It can be more or less if you don't care for cumin. And to that we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of granulated garlic. And then season it with Celtic sea salt or Himalayan pink salt to your liking. You're going to find that the lemon will also make it taste a little on the salty side, so don't overdo it. We're going to add 1 cup of gluten-free breadcrumbs. And if you don't have a problem with gluten, then any breadcrumb that you like. We're now going to add 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to mince up 2 cloves of garlic. You can actually saute your garlic in advance or roast it. You can paste it if you like. However you like to put your garlic into your recipe is up to you. Just a mince will be fine. And then we're going to dice a half of a red onion. It can be a yellow onion or any kind of onion you like as well. But we're going to put in about ½ a cup. The garlic and onion add a ton of flavor to this recipe, so if you don't care for it, then you'll be missing out on a lot of flavor that these 2 ingredients add. And then we're going to add our juice of fresh lemon. Just remove the seeds, the dominant seeds anyway. I don't go too crazy. If you get a few seeds in there, it's certainly fine. But we're going to get in all the juice that we can from this lemon. It really does, it is a wonderful, flavorful ingredient as well. And then I'm going to freshly grind some coriander seed to add another level of flavor. I love this little grinder. It's just a little coffee grinder, but it does such a great job with grinding seeds of any kind. And that's going to be about a teaspoon of coriander seed. You can see this is really coming together quickly. And what we're going to do is throw it in a high-speed blender or food processor. And then I like to hand chop my parsley. Just a rough chop is fine. I'll add it in after I've done the grinding. I want the chickpea mixture to be able to form a meatball basically, and then I'm just going to add in my parsley and just do a slight pulsing. That way it doesn't turn the whole mixture green. You'll just see pieces of green. So we're going to add it in and just pulse lightly. And now we're ready to start making our falafel. So basically you're going to take about a teaspoon size and form it into a little disc. And in the meantime, what I've also done is I've started warming up my skillet on medium-low heat. And I'm using a cast iron pan. If you're not sure how to use cast iron in cooking, you can see a tutorial on my website. You look under Cooking with Cast Iron and see how to cook with cast iron. It's really a great way to cook. I love using cast iron and stainless, and it's not as scary as you think. So you see this can come together very quickly. And you get in the habit of making them. And now I've already added some extra virgin olive oil. The pan is nice and warm, and we're going to start adding in the falafel. We want them to toast slowly. So basically you're going to look to turn them once. So add them in, leaving a little space in between each one, and allow them to take their time. It'll be probably about 10 or so minutes on each side, maybe 15. And now we're going to start putting together the tzatziki sauce. So I'm using a whole fat Greek yogurt, and I'm going to combine 2 cups. This winds up being 2 cups of whole fat Greek yogurt, or a pound of Greek yogurt. And this is basically just the foundation. Everything after this is really to your liking, but this is what will hold it all together, or be that glue, if you will. I'm using an organic English cucumber, and I'm going to use the whole thing. This will equal 2 regular sized cucumbers, so you can use two regular sized cucumbers, or 1 English cucumber, which they're quite long, so they wind up being about 2 cups, maybe a little more, but that's okay. If you like cucumbers, then adding extra is not going to be a big deal. Again, you want to allow the falafel to take its time toasting. And to this, we're going to add some fresh dill. It's going to be a nice handful, which once you've chopped it up, it's going to amount to about a cup of dill. Again, if it's a little more or a little less, that's not a big deal. I like to encourage everybody to play with their food, taste it. If you love something, add a little more. Baking is the only time you don't want to add too much of something. That's when you've got to be more careful. But have fun with cooking. We're dicing up 2 cloves of garlic. We're going to mince that. And again, you can add it pasted, or you can roast it in advance. Any way that you add your garlic is going to be just fine. If you like garlic, you definitely want garlic in this recipe. It adds tons of flavor. Let's add that in. And we're going to put the juice of the lemon as well in here. You can see all the layers of flavor, very similar to the flavor profile that we had in the falafel. Season with salt to taste. And again, it's really going to be adjusted by your palate. So you want a little more salt, you want a little more sour. Whatever you're looking for in your ultimate dish is how you will adjust your seasonings. And then the important thing is, with Greek yogurt, don't put it in a blender. Fold it by hand, because it will break down and become quite watery if you put it in a blender. And then these, as you can see, turned out just really nicely brown. And we're going to assemble our falafel. So I like to use romaine lettuce because of the nice crispiness and coolness it offers. So I'll put a couple of the falafel on, and then just a nice helping of the tzatziki sauce. So yummy. And these can be great appetizer or lunch. Looks good, huh? How about a bite? They're really satisfying, so we'll make a bunch of these. You don't really have to cut off the end of the leaves, but that's up to you. It's optional. And there you go. Falafel with tzatziki sauce comes together really quickly. Enjoy. To see this full recipe and more, visit my website at mycorenutrition.net. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.